Whatever the new normal is post-COVID-19, we don't want it to be anything like the old one. At least, when it comes to earning a living. Lockdown has given people a chance to sample new ways of balancing their jobs and family lives, and they have concluded that something must change. Just 13% want to go back to pre-pandemic ways of working, with most people saying they would prefer to spend a maximum of 3 days in the office. A survey of 1,500 people carried out for Bright Horizons, the nursery provider, suggests that many working parents realize that large parts of their jobs can be conducted remotely. And they believe that their employers will agree. Nearly 2/3 think their employers will be open to remote or flexible working in the future, as the widespread adoption of Zoom and other online tools has kept many businesses functioning even as physical workplaces have been shuttered. Almost half, -48%, of those who worked in an office before lockdown said they were considering asking for some more remote working. This could be a pivotal moment in determining how jobs work in future, said Jennifer Liston-Smith, head of thought leadership at Bright Horizons. But companies and organizations need to seize the moment by ensuring that jobs are as flexible and human-sized as possible in future. Almost 1 in 4 believe that a more flexible working life would have a positive impact on demand, by extension, their employers. But there is no strong appetite to work fewer hours. Just 21% favor a reduction. More than half of respondents, -53%, believe flexibility would increase their productivity, and well over half, -58%, agree that it would increase their loyalty. Most of those surveyed, almost 4/5, said their employers had been sympathetic to their needs to juggle work and childcare. Our findings show that most line managers and businesses have really stepped up to the plate to help their staff find ways of balancing the demands of family and work during lockdown, said Liston-Smith. However, the survey suggests that many parents are now really starting to feel the strain of homeschooling and working from home. As one interviewee explained, "We are not managing. I am working full-time from home, including conference calls, emails and resource prep, as well as looking after a 3-year-old. I am constantly failing to give 100% to any part of my life." Another said, "Absolute stress. We work in between our conference calls. If I'm not on the call, I'll spend time with kids. When I'm on the call, then my husband takes over. Hubby does breakfasts, I do lunches and dinners. After kids have gone to bed, we tidy the house, kitchen, and then go back to work till midnight. We sleep around 5 hours. Absolutely exhausted." Maggie Binion, who works in corporate fundraising for a charity, is a single mother with 2 daughters, Grace, 15, and Imogen, 3, and a son, Charlie, 13. "My workplace decided that I would not be furloughed, and instead I was asked to work full-time. I began to feel low moods, lethargy, and began snapping at my children for the silliest of reasons. My productivity went down to around 30%. I took the difficult decision to reach out to my GP, who started me on a course of antidepressants, a low dose but enough to give me the resilience I needed. I found time outdoors with my 3-year-old. Hard to navigate, as she did not fully understand why she had to abide by the rules I had set. I have seen the effects of lockdown echoed in her behavior, and it made me very sad. She started to have bouts of anger and would lash out when frustrated. I recognized instantly that she needed more one-on-one time with me, and I decided to take some annual leave. After my break, around 5 weeks into lockdown, I began feeling very disconnected from work. I had relieved the stress about balancing my responsibilities, but started to feel disdain when I had to work again. I had a glimpse of how rich my life was without the added pressure. Despite my struggles, I have drawn one very strong positive: I have a much deeper connection with my children. I have refocused my attention and feel re-energized and happier as a result.